This is Matrix Lord 212, and I just saw Doctor Who Series 12, Episode 1, Spyfall, Part 1. Wow. I gotta say, when it first started, yes, it was action, yes, there was stuff going on, but it was kind of like slow-paced. And I wasn't entirely convinced when I first saw it in the beginning that I was liking it. It took a little while for me to really get into it and enjoy it. Yes, the aliens were cool. Yes, C was cool and MI6 were cool. But I felt this detachment, this like missing that emotional thing that Doctor Who would give. I'm not talking about Series 11 either. And I found like, the companions were like, in the beginning were like, blah. But as the story unfolded, I even had my doubts about Sacha Dhawan because I was like, oh, this guy would make a horrible master at first because I saw him playing the part, like trying to be, blend in. But when it was revealed that he was the master, it was epic. It was really, really awesome. And you start to see the insanity, the twisted mentality, the revenge factor, the one-upmanship, the Sherlock Moriarty. There was no friendship at all. There was just pure hatred and trying to destroy the Doctor and her companions, which is what we missed. Okay? So that was awesome. The aliens, again, were really awesome. And the Master being behind those aliens from another universe really add to the dynamic of it. So even the guy that they were trying to go after with the plane, he was a really good actor too. And it ended unexpectedly to what I thought it was going to be. So again, I think that house was like the Master's TARDIS or something. And, him being behind this alien race, just like he's been behind, the Toglophane and all these other different things like Cybermen and stuff. It was believable. It made sense. And he totally kicked the Doctor's ass, which is concerning because now her companions are going to die unless she can get out of this. So I am actually really enjoying this series so far. Like I said, the only way for Jodie Whittaker to soar as the 13th Doctor is to throw the kitchen sink at her, meaning you throw her best enemies at her and see how she does. And basically for an opener, throwing the Master at her is purely satisfying and it's golden. So I'm really, really happy with that. And again, Sacha Dhawan is someone that you would be unexpected to be the Master, and that's why probably nobody believed it. But he did knock it out of the park, and he did surprise me, I gotta say. So sad that Stephen Fry is probably no longer going to be with Doctor Who, which is a one-off thing. I loved Bradley Walsh. I love the fact that they, I guess, were checking for him to see if he had cancer in the beginning. I love Tossin Cole, how they were checking, like they're showing his disability. He's still, he didn't lose his disability. Amanda Gill has an emotional thing towards work, and, she went through a traumatic experience being zapped and putting into nothingness and then being brought back. And then you had Ryan trying to say he wanted to date her sister, but then when she almost died, he says he'll protect her forever. So there's probably going to be some type of romance with that. I did like the TARDIS. I did like the Master's reaction to being in the TARDIS, which we didn't get. There was a lot of factors of things I liked. I also really liked, and it's not really anything that you would think of, but I liked how the TARDIS was on a lift and she was working from it underneath. I thought that was really interesting and original. Also the fact that the Master went, when they didn't know he was the Master, he had all these files on the Doctor, and he kind of piqued Graham's interest. So there's a lot of things I really loved about this episode, but it does get way better the next half of the episode. So it's sort of like, I felt like it was going to go in a completely different direction, where like it takes you away. I really enjoyed it, and then it fell up to crap. This was sort of like building up to greatness. So again, I'm going to be doing Real Hoovians cast on this before I go to work, if I can, and we'll do some tomorrow too. All right, guys, that's my review. I'm going to give a rating on the Real Hoovians cast. Take care. Bye for now.